put our needs ahead of others? Why is it that we feel terribly guilty for not being there for someone? Why is it that we over-accommodate the needs of others and under-accommodate ours? Why do we fear that the world is going to brand us as selfish or self-centered if we choose ourselves? In this modern age where we are juggling so many different roles, we often forget to choose ourselves. We often forget that there's something known as me time. I personally know many people who struggle to make time for themselves due to various commitments. I can't even tell you the number of times I've heard things like, I haven't got time, only to find out that actually the person in question has got a lot of time. It's just that they are not managing their energies and their time wisely. Hopefully, you all are now able to understand that actually choosing yourself, giving yourself time, putting your needs on your priority list, all these things, they are not an act of selfishness. It is an act of necessity, just to be a better version of yourself. So now the thing is, how do we choose ourselves? Well, I have 5 tips for you. Number 1 is be you, be authentic. This is the first step. It is important that we embrace all of ourselves, the good as well as the bad. Or let me put it this way, the good and the things that need improvement. We need to stop being a football to other people's opinions. They are judgmental, they are negative, they are energy draining, and they are everywhere. You need to stop focusing your energies on such negativities, and you need to start focusing your energies into believing in yourself. When you do that, you just don't love yourself. You empower yourself. And what I mean by that is that you become that person in your life who gives yourself that boost, that high, that confidence that nobody will ever be able to give it to you except you yourself. Also, when you start being you, your relationships flourish, which brings me to my next point, and that is invest in those who matter the most. Think about it this way. What if your time was your money? Give it 5 seconds and just think, what if your time was your money? Who would you invest in? Give your time to those who matter the most to you and to whom you matter the most. By doing this, you are not just going to nourish that relationship, you are not just going to enrich that relationship, but you will also realize the true value of your time. And whenever we enter any relationship, we choose to give a part of ourselves freely, just in order to fit in. And that's okay. But too much of giving in, too much of compromise is only and only going to make you fall apart and completely lose control. So it is important that we set boundaries in relationship, because boundaries need to be set in any relationship. And that brings me to my 3rd point, and that is learn to say no, because this is how we set boundaries. But this is the hardest thing for most of us to do. Why? Because we want to be in the good books of everybody. We do not want to hurt anyone. We choose to be a people pleaser, but we choose not to be a self-pleaser. The real importance of saying no is to first of all realize what is it that you truly like in life. And also because you, me, we all have the freedom to live our best life. Your yes to someone else should not mean a no to yourself. Because what this is going to do is only and only going to mentally exhaust you, physically drain you. And trust me, a mentally exhausted you, a physically drained you, is really of no use. And 3 magical words. And my dear friends, they are not sorry, please, thank you. They are definitely not I love you. They are simply I need help. We should not be afraid to seek professional help if the need arises. Along with doing that, and otherwise in general too, we need to take out time to do things that we really like to do. These things don't really have to be complicated tasks. These things sometimes are as simple as enjoying that morning cup of tea with your spouse, or just being by yourself and reading your favorite book, or a coffee date with your friends. But these stress busters are nowhere on our list. It's time, it's high time that we put our mental and our physical well-being on our priority list. Another very important aspect about choosing yourself is to accept your fears and your imperfections. And that's the fifth point. Accept your fears and your imperfections. I want to share something about me with all of you. I am someone who has always accepted my fears. And once I have done that, I focus all my energies into going through them, defeating them, and believing in myself. I am someone who does not view my mistakes as my failures. There is no such thing as failure in my life, because I view my mistakes only and only as learning opportunities or stepping stones in life. Also, over the period of time, over years, I have learned that nothing in this world is perfect. Nobody is perfect. No relationship is perfect. Everything around me is perfectly imperfect. Or if I may say, everything is perfect with its imperfections. And so I have learned to call myself flawsome. I will spell out the word for you. It's Flawsome, which means that yes, I have my flaws. Yes, I have my imperfections, but I choose to be awesome regardless of having them. And so, thank you. And so, ladies and gentlemen, choosing yourself, giving yourself time, putting your needs on your priority list, learning how to say no, being flawsome, all of these things, they lead you to a path where you choose to compete just with yourself and not with the so-called idols around you. This path leads to only one destination, and that is happiness. And according to me, that is what makes us invictus. Thank you.